Yesterday was another crazy day in Kenya. A few days ago, NASA mutated from being NASA into National Resistance Movement, which actually is a rebel group. They are resisting the government. Now, I don't want to talk about that now, but I want to talk about the incident that occurred yesterday. This group told us that they are boycotting products from Safaricom, Bidco, Brookside, among other small companies. Listen to them.
We call on all Kenyans who believe in free, fair, and credible elections to boycott products of the following companies. 1. Safaricom. 2. Brookside Dairies. And this includes Brookside, Ilara, Molo Milk, and Delamere, and all products produced by Brookside Dairies.
Now, I want you to pay attention carefully so that you can understand how hypocrites operate, because it's not so easy to discover them. It's not easy, I'm telling you, because what they say is not actually what comes from their hearts. And here is an example. These NASA politicians are telling us that Jubilee is a regime. And they are the same people that they are now announcing to punish companies that supported Jubilee. Where is democracy? Don't these companies have a right to choose whoever they want, to support whoever they want? Now you are punishing them because they did not support NASA. Tell me if that is not a subtle form of dictatorship, that you want to dictate them to do whatever you want. Listen to them.
Now, what is the expected impact of this economic boycott?
Well, the first expected impact is that the associates of Jubilee that have been supporting them in furthering electoral injustice in this country must feel the pinch that we have also felt.
Here is another hypocrisy. So Millie Odhiambo was asked a question as to how this boycott is going to affect that poor mama who relies on very cheap cooking fat or little stuff to survive. How is it going to affect? Do you know what she said? Listen to her.
You've mentioned Bidco as one of the companies. Let me go to the Mama Mboga. Perhaps cooking oil is a common commodity in every household. What alternatives perhaps could be there for a local woman at the village level?
Well, for the local woman, we are going to break down for them the alternative oils that are there. And also, we are actually going to start a campaign around the country, telling the women the alternatives are there.
Millie Odhiambo did not have the answer. She didn't say what alternative they are thinking. They say they are still moving around the country and they'll come back and tell people what alternatives they have. They didn't have any. And interestingly, she came up with another idea. Listen to it.
There. But the other thing is, it probably is time for us to also start healthy living. You know, a lot of the diseases which are considered lifestyle diseases is because we consume a lot of this fatty oil. So for me, I've actually started a no oil campaign, even in my household.
Lastly, did you mention?
Now let's be serious. Millie, that is not the answer. Nobody asked you. You are not being asked to tell us what kind of food we should eat and what we should not eat. The question is, what is the alternative? And nobody is asking you about whether we need to start reforming and have that lifestyle that you want as a person. Nobody is asking you for that. And you don't control anybody's life. We are in a free society and people should choose whatever they want to eat. And now you are being asked a question and you beat around the bush. And then you just come up with an idea that, oh, we are still thinking. And when we come back to you, we'll give you an alternative. And then you want people to stay away from cooking fat just because you are reforming. You don't want to eat them anymore? Come on. Here is another question. So Esther Passaris was asked how this boycott can affect NASA people who are working to these companies, Safaricom, Bidco, among others, if they were going to be targeted because of their political affiliation. And this is what she said. Listen to her.
There are NASA supporters who work for these companies. Could they be targeted?
You know, that has been a concern for me. I mean, we cannot afford to have any more unemployment in this country. But
now, Passaris, come here, Mama. You have said, well, you have said that you don't want anybody to lose a job. And surely nobody would love anybody to lose a job. We all want to keep our jobs. That's a great idea. At the same time, you want to see that the government goes down to its knees.
Right. I think it's important that we bring the government to its knees and everybody comes to the drawing table.
You want the government to fail. You want these companies to keep their employees and everybody stay in, keep his job. That is good. I don't know how possible it is. At the same time, you people have told us that you want to punish these companies and you want to see them fail and suffer economically.
Profits matter more than justice. And for me, one of the things that the immediate impact is that let them feel the economic pinch, as we feel the pinch of electoral injustice.
How is that possible? You want them to suffer economically, fail economically, the government go down to its knees, and at the same time, you want your NASA employees working in these companies to continue keeping their jobs. Isn't that stupidity? Come on. Now, in a nutshell, you people need to be careful when dealing with politicians. These people would pretend like they really care about us. And some people are already believing in these people. They think that they care about them. Not even Raila, not even anybody. They don't care about us. They are just after the positions. Raila wants to be a president, and that is all. And all these boycotts, we are taking our country down to the drain just because of one man. It is so sad. And our media, our Kenyan media is failing us. The mainstream media is failing us. Instead of scrutinizing whatever these people say in public, nobody's caring, nobody's asking them questions. And that is why they just open their mouths and they talk. They don't even think about what they are saying. Now, you as a person, you will have to decide whether you want to boycott. Nobody cares. Just go to Millie's kitchen and check inside the fridge and see what kind of food she has. And you're probably the only person who is suffering, sacrificing for Raila to be the president when you're suffering, when you are not getting any milk, when you are not getting any cooking fat, just because Raila said. Whereas you don't know what these politicians are doing when they are alone, when they are in their houses. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Share it, please. Thank you.